put this movie together over and over and over again. I think we put the first Zootopia together like 13 times in different forms. And I think we did probably 6 or 7 screenings of this one. This one kind of held almost from the beginning, like those ideas, those core ideas, like that scene that Yvette mentioned, the overshare. Jared wrote very early, and so that's a tentpole. We call it a tentpole because you can kind of hang a lot of the rest of the movie off of it. You know, this is going to happen, end of Act 2. We're all going to make their story aim toward that. We need to kind of engineer how that happens. But there's a lot of, we try to be wrong early, and you know, we try to try a lot of different ideas. Andrew Stanton from Pixar is a good friend of ours, and he always says, you know, try to be wrong early. So we try a lot of stuff and throw it against the wall and see how that plays. And we show it to our crew. Like, our crew are all filmmakers as well. They have opinions about what's good and bad. And then, to your point, like if we're going down a road where it's funny, but there's not enough substance, that's a problem. If it's got too much substance and it's not funny enough, that's a problem. If it feels too heavy, that's a problem, because there is a balance, especially with a world like this. I think we have our expectations about what these movies need to be like. There's a sense of fun. The Nick and Hop's chemistry and character has got to be core. That came up again and again when we were putting this film together. And then also just kind of like being aware that, you know, there's a social element to what we're talking about. And also just the animal facts and fun and being true to who animals are. So there's a lot of things on our wish list when we go into this movie. But I think because we keep showing it to our own internal audience, and then when we go to, if you guys know what an audience preview is, when we go out into the world and show it to the public for the first time, that's an amazing moment for us, because then the audience is seeing like largely storyboards. You know, like with this film, I think they probably saw like 75% of the film in storyboard drawing form. But we could hear from the audience what they reacted to, like that Shining moment, for example. Even when it was just drawings, I heard the adults starting to laugh. You know, like before that, you know, the shots even came up. And so there are things that will tell you from those previews, like what is really firing and what's not.